Welcome everyone to this week's Wednesday Night Fights, episode 34 of Street Fighter Top 8. I hope you guys like a little bit of heat because we have got a fire bracket coming your way in tonight's tournament. But before we get into it, let's run introductions. It's your girl Flex is back at it again on the mic, joined by my favorite Soda St. Cola. How you feeling tonight?
Every time you intro me like that, I get powered up. Plus, at Weds Night Fights, back at it again, like I never even left. It's been a while. It's been a second, but I cannot wait to see the bracket that is kind of morphed since I've been gone. You know, we see a new villain, Mr. Brian FUN. I'm having fun out here doing some damage and causing a bit of a ruckus to the West Coast.
Yeah, swinging on through with that big old boxing glove. It's going to be a good one. We saw him, when he first made his debut in Wednesday Night Fights, he won it. Then took in third place a couple times after that. So we're going to have to see if he can come back, especially because we still have some heavy hitters going in through this bracket here. Obviously, Commander Jesse, Chris CCH, JB, and a whole plethora of more. It's a lot of fun. But you know what else is a lot of fun, St. Cola? Checking out that Match Arena. Make sure you guys go check out the Match Arena, !Match Arena. You can go donate. All the codes are used up. That is okay. Let's break down into this bracket, though, because we have got some juice for you. We got Commander Jesse and Chris CCH, UIU's very own, rounding out the first half of Winners Top 8, followed by JB and the man, the myth, the legend, Brian F. Who we got down in loser side of things?
Anthony BBQ. You'll see it on the name list there. Gonna be trying to cook it up against Rev, aka the Zeku Master. And then the other side, rounding things out, is gonna be Equinox's own Filipino Man versus Luigi. Now, Filipino Man coming hot and heavy with the rose buffs, gotta go up against Luigi, who is just playing in a way that, listen, people, I wish all y'all would. He's having fun. He's having an enjoyment. He's having a good time, and that's a dangerous kind of time right there to fight against that kind of person. So this top 8 is going to be filled with a lot of action. Actually, even up on the winner side of things, we're going to see some of the DLC because Commander Jesse is running the oral pick too. A lot of great action. I need y'all to come through and come correct. Tweet this out, let the people know what's going on. Fill out that Match Arena. The sponsor quest on the right-hand side, easy to do. And I need y'all also check out MetaView. If you miss any of the action, because you're lacking a second out here, you close your eyes, I get it. Something's happening, I take out your dog, you vomit on the floor, who knows? What I do know is that if you miss any of this action, y'all can wake up early in the morning, hit that coffee, and head up MetaView. Go ahead and hit them up on any of the iOS and Android kind of thing out there with the storefront. So download that, and if you don't have that, that's no big deal, y'all. Y'all can hit up on the webpage too, desktop edition. Y'all can check out, again, the highlights on MetaView live Thursdays. Listen, they've been coming hot for this scene. I got to give them a big amount of love for just coming through and showcasing all of what the FGC be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And as St. Cola said, you guys can go check it out. It is on Android and iOS. You can see some of the fantastic highlights from tonight's tournament, other fighting games, and just about every other game in between. It ain't just fighting games out here, though. That's what we specialize in. That's our favorite flavor of the month. But yeah, it's gonna be a good bracket. I'm excited to see some highlights from tonight because I know there's gonna be some interesting moments, especially bringing out the Oro. We haven't seen an Oro yet in Wednesday Night Fights, or at least not enough. So it's as a new character in the roster and a very unique one at that, because looking at both beat triggers, he has a command grab. He also has just about every object he can pick up around him.
He's tossing stuff off in the trash.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's a lot of fun, though, to see that character get picked up. So I kind of hope that that's going to be the pick here for Commander Jesse. Usually he goes with the Dulcim main. And, I mean, he has a fantastic, extremely strong Dulcim that has carried him extremely far, too, in CPT before. So you're going to have to see how that pans out going into the first match here momentarily.
That's true. I mean, you're going up against one of the top ringers out here of Wednesday Night Fights. Just a beast. And the child that sounds like this, Chris CCH out here. Mom calls him, coming, Mom. He's like 19 or something like that. I don't know, 18, 19. Check and correct me. It don't matter. That voice be sound like he a 40-something-year-old. And it strikes fear to me every single time I hear him. But it should be striking fear in the hearts of the opponents because his Seth is ridiculous. Super sick. And that character, I feel like, is super strong. And when you're playing a new character, you haven't sussed out everything. You haven't really sussed out everything in terms of like what matchups are this and that, what your character can do, and all that stuff. But Oral, like you say, you got some tricks.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely got some tricks. And I know Chris CCH has been really rocking it hard too with the South Pig, especially going in with the V-trigger with the orb. And that's what's interesting is because you wouldn't think that's a strong choice. But then we're taking a look at the mix-up options when he goes with the activation. And I think that's where that really key moment is. But if we're talking about mix-up, Oro definitely has some tricks up his own sleeve. So, I mean, we're going to be sitting in a blender here with how much we get mixed.
Yeah, it also depends on like what he's doing. Okay, he's still going to get done. That means you don't have an overhead to kind of threaten that approach. But Chris CCH already got caught in the corner and didn't even go with the sets. It's all Sakura. It's all pressure all dang day. That's a dash up. You don't want to be caught in the corner because of her walk speed and the crouching medium kick. She's super dangerous. So let's see what it do. Finds the DP side switch with it. Commander Jesse has a lead.
Yeah, and the big thing here too, Sakura's gonna put a lot of damage out there. She is like a truck. Got a lot of oomph under her power. And Oro not doesn't have the most health behind him. So gonna have to really struggle to make sure not a lot of leeway there for Chris CCH.
Yeah, there was the activation, found the hit to do it. Let's think about finding the activation. You gotta be able to activate and get going with the beat trigger to really make the most of it if you're Oro. Now caught up in the corner. He does have defensive options. They're kind of weird. Like even trying to anti with this character is kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Starting on the medium punch, it sometimes it doesn't work well. Starting on crouching fears, sometimes it whips. The DP is just laying behind you. But now Commander Jesse is putting down on the ground. Full conversion right there. That's a difficult combo right there. The jumping medium kick, conversion. That's big stuff. I see Commander Jesse.
Oh, absolutely. No, the other interesting thing too is because Oro has. We talk about Kuma having every tool. What is Oro? He's got a command grab. He's got a DP. He's got projectiles. He's got boogers on the screen. The whole 9 yards, really. I mean, we're talking about booger battles out here.
Yeah, he's putting it on the screen. Oh man. Oh, the wake up buds with Chris CCH. He woke up with violence. I don't want peace. I don't want problems. Chris CCH dialing it out and get the victory.
Yeah, gonna close it out with the first one there. Sorry, evening out the rounds anyway, but still looking pretty nice here for Chris CCH. And again, this is a comfortable spot for Chris CCH. We're seeing him time and time again play some top 8s and take Wednesday Night Fights. But Commander Jesse, he's been around, but maybe not up top here.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like, he knows what it takes to play the character that had even less defensive options, but definitely can put the mix on. Let's see if it even happens. Chris CCH throwing him to the corner. Fierce, B-reversal, I like that. Don't hold this corner pressure with the fireball addition. Jump back, fade away and play. Puts the kicks on him, trying to find an opening. Chris CCH with the fireballs.
Send it, Chris CCH. Yes. Close hit here. Could go either way. Got the corner pressure going, and that'll do it.
Chris CCH, just exemplifying what you need to do with Sakura. Put him in the corner, run that pressure game, give you a V reversal. You're still not out of that situation. So one of the things on Oro is he's really hard. It's really hard to deal with that character. I'm sorry, it's hard to use this character in neutral. His neutral buttons don't feel that good. A lot of things are minus or punishable, and Sakura with that same line kick can really do it. She can really put the damage on and make you pay for any mistake. Nice neutral jump though, based on the DP and lands a punish. Dang, that's so cheap. That double jump that he's got, the Mario.
Yeah. It's definitely, again, useful tool here for, big send into the corner here. And this is the corner pressure time if you're Sakura, but nice, easy jump out. Big damage.
DP. Neutral jump fears.
Medium kick. Oh, but Chris CCH ready to retaliate back. Back into the neutral now. Going with the throw, keeping the pressure, going the chase down. The EXDP gonna be enough to put Chris CCH at match point here.
Now you're seeing the difficulty, y'all. When your character doesn't have the neutral to really come through and come correct and find the openings, it's difficult to connect that V trigger. That sick V trigger that you saw, all those 6 sequences you saw on High Fight and all that, it don't matter if you can't land it. Chris CCH has been denying that pressure, but now the dash up throws are coming hot and heavy, trying to find an opening. Not too much off that exchange. Back fist, putting the kicks on him again, and putting that max range. Now trying to apply some zoning. This is gonna be a little bit difficult. There's
Yep.
a throw.
Oh, the throw. Gonna go in with the big back throw here. Gets the corner. A nice anti-air rolling on out. Activation time for Chrissy CH. All right, missed the anti-air. Uh-oh. It's looking dangerous.
DP. Dash up throw. You can still make the return over receipt right here. You got V-trigger and a lot of bar to work with. Don't get opened up. Commander, let me see. You command some neutral. Command some defense.
The patience of this man. Neutral jump over the fireball here. Oh, Chrissy CH, one touch to do it. Gets caught with the fireball. But the trade definitely going to close things out. Commander Jesse stands to live that much longer.
Lucky boy right there using that V-trigger. That's actually one of the better usages of the V-trigger. V-trigger 2, I should say. Like, utilizing that as like a closeout, it almost as like a neutral tool to poke and delete and deal with fireballs to get an exchange where you're going to be coming out the victory, as you saw right there. Commander Jesse now trying to command some sort of lead, some sort of a victory, a momentum, but didn't find the big punish here from Chrissy CH and the East Fireball and the DP.
Yeah, and there's still a lot on the line because it is only a first to 2 here. And if you're Chris CCH, you're sitting in a nice spot to be able to close this out. Nice confirming from the light kick, sending him into the corner here. Corner pressure with Chris CCH. Or Commander Jesse's ready to catch him.
Got ready to eat that fireball to the face. Unfortunate. Now you put up in the corner. Plus raise backdash. Still gets got with the lights. And just attacking with all this pressure with the fireball. Feature edition. Oh, he walked right into it, but didn't find the conversion. That's going to be a punish. That's not a big one, though.
No.
Anybody's game.
Oh, sending out the poke tag, especially with a big V-trigger activation. EX Fireball trying to catch him on the low. Neutral jump, but gets caught with the fireball this time around. Oh, I am stressed right now.
Crouch Unity kick connects. Chris CCH caught him dashing. You're going 60 to 25. I'm going to have to give you a ticket. And the payment's a damage.
Sakura wins.
The payment is sending you back down into loser side of things. Chris CCH gonna be moving on. You're not going to jail, you're going down into losers.
You're going to losers. That is a jail. It's a shark pit, a shark tank. It's one of those where, like, instead of jailing out all the sharks out from you, they're all in that with you. They're all in there with you, people. All right, listen, that was a hot match. We got little things going here and there. We're going to fix some stuff and come right back to it in just a second. Stick with it. We got more Weds Night Fights action coming your way after this.
Absolutely. We'll see you in just a sec. Ah, I am both Sankola and Flex. Aw, you took the power away from me. What would our if we were to combine our names, Sankola, what would it be? Saint Flex?
Saint Flex. I think Saint Flex. I think Saint Flex. I think Saint Flex.
Yeah,
it's like Super Saiyan, and then the additive, like the Super Saiyan part is the Saint part. You know? Yeah,
the most muscular of the Dragon Ball Z characters. New DLC. Not another DLC? Goku. Not another Goku.
Not another. Oh no, not another Goku. That's my favorite thing. My favorite thing is the Gokus. We all talk. Everybody like, bro, I like the Gokus. Bro, there's so many cool versions of Goku. Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Goku who's slightly mad and angry about the events that have occurred in the past few days for him. He stubbed his toe. That's my favorite Goku, to be honest. Y'all don't like that Goku.
Goku just waking up in the morning, hasn't had his cup of coffee yet. That Goku's had too many nerves, unfortunately.
Yeah. They had to kind of get rid of that one. And we're back at it again. We're gonna give y'all some more Street Fighter 5 action. We're talking about with that Dragon Ball Z, but we on that Street Fighter 5 hype beat, people. Let me just say that Scamander Jesse, I like his aura, but the problem is, really honestly, is just you see the difficulty of some characters just rushing you down, and that may change as time goes on. But we'll just have to see, what he does in the losers bracket. It only takes a little bit. I gotta do this and this, to make things better. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a matter of even when you get sent down to the losers bracket, sometimes that first or two isn't enough to quite adjust and adapt to certain situations, especially too because with Sakura, that can be a very difficult matchup because although her fireball isn't the strongest, it is very slow, so it takes up a lot of screen space. And as Oro, you don't have the highest mobility in the roster, so you really have to struggle and have game plans in mind when that fireball does come onto the screen. But again, Commander Jesse not down and out for the count, just down over in loser's side of things. So he still has plenty opportunity to make it through. But we have up next JB versus Brian F. And this is I'm interested in this one because such diverse characters. You have the Balrog main versus the Rashid main. Very diverse, very different. Simply because Rashid is so hard to lock down. He's so mobile. But then Balrog, he can close a very far gap very quickly, but he kind of relies on being able to, sit his opponent down and kind of make them take the beating.
Yeah. I mean, like when you fight this match, like if you're ROG, everything has to be spaced perfectly because his light punishes are lead into Oki into the Eagle Spike and stuff like that. So it's like all that pressure puts you in the corner and you have to hold that, right? Yeah. On the other hand, this is Balrog, and all he needs is a few hits here and there to make the magic happen.
I gotta ask,
see some magic action right here.
Oh, absolutely. I gotta ask, do you think they planned this to match? They both were rocking the gold chains here. Brian F right now rocking it in the corner, but JB finds his opportunity out of there with the tornado. Still in the neutral though, and man, already at B trigger, not even 20 seconds in.
You got hit. That's what happens. You get hit enough, get your comeback factor real quick. JB puts him in the corner, finds the crush counter, sweep activation, and use the B trigger too. And that deep dish right there, don't press a dang button. Marks up for Brian F to stay solid and keep him caught up in the corner. He's a B skill.
Yeah. Quick, easy, and done. It's like an easy bake oven here, and you just got cooked going into that first round. But nice small whip punish there from Brian F, starting things out strong.
Swinging out here, trying to stop some of his preemptive approaches too as well. Swinging out the crush counter button, trying to find his mark. And Brian F, he's studious. He is study. You don't really expect that from ROG players, but he is a very technical kind of dude. Just has to find the right charge to get the knockdown on that EX situation right there, and he'd be mad solid and pushing JB to the corner.
Absolutely, and not to mention too, he does put out a large variety of YouTube videos, studying matches like this one, and how to kind of combat certain scenarios in that regard. Make sure you guys go check him out on YouTube. But right now, we're checking out how he's going to find his next confirm. Nice neutral jump here from JB. Could have been a
like the idea. He didn't come down with a jumping heavy kick that may have reached, but still, the idea is there. Here's out some execution. Air to air right there, picks him up with a heavy mixer, and that seals the deal. The thing about Rashid is He can put you in the corner, and that sucks, but the damage output isn't so much. When it starts to shine, though, is when he's got extensions, but my man's getting those brains extended. The weight and bait. Ooh.
The block on the overhead, smart from JB. He saw it through. Man, looking into the future right here. Got the corner pressure going. Nice V reversal.
I had to do it. Get some distance. Not USB kind of thing. Better see other people. Oh, the cancel right there.
Oh, gets caught with the EX Eagle spike. Not a lot. You mentioned this before, Cole. Not a lot of damage. Even with these confirms, like, man, Rashid really has to work for it.
Don't let people hear you say that. They're gonna be like, wait, what? But you're kind of right. He's got to work for his damage. Like, they'll put you in the corner, loop and sequences, no hurt.
Yeah.
When you have the V-Trigger 2 going, it's a bar. That's when the magic happens. Buffers a crush, EX connects, and that'll be the finish right there. Brian F. sealing it and staying solid in some of these corner situations where we thought he was going to get got, tossing out that V reversal, but he stays A-okay for the first one. Well, that's not done.
No, not yet. And if there's one thing we know about JB too, is he has a lot of adaptation built into his tool set. Not just as, Rashid playing Rashid, but also as a competitor. So even though he's down one right now, he can still very easily make the comeback.
Yeah. Talking like he's pre-installed with this kind of stuff. He came out the store with the ability to make the comeback, make the return overseas. Let's see if it happens here, though. I definitely want to see some more games. But does find the counter hit. He heard me. He was like, hold up, I got you, bro. They put him in the corner and do my work.
Yep, still holding on to that nice feature activation. EX gonna close it out here for JB, turning the tides.
That's what I like to see from JB.
A man like an ocean making waves.
The thing is, like, JB, when he puts in the corner, he's so dangerous. Like, he's so focused, and we see it, like, how he routes people, too. Throughout Weds Night Fights and all the other tournaments that he puts in. But Brian F. Studious, he can still get it done. Let me see the big brains coming through.
Yep, big brawn and big brain to follow up with him. Stuck in the corner right now. Getting a little bit mixed up, but block on the overhead finds his opportunity out of there. Still, JB holding on to a plethora meter. There's the activation a second time around.
Negative, takes his turn back. Brian F. Got trigger. He's gonna unload it. V reversal gets got. Hold the throw. Oh, the bait. Now it puts himself in the corner. This is unfortunate. But wait, there's Bart the bottom. Super situation, trying to find the hit. Big punish from Brian F.
Oh, Brian F doesn't continue with the follow-up here. He backs off. JB looking like he's trying to find it, but just not enough to make it work. Brian F sitting on match point.
I talked about how good JB's corner situations are, and they're good, but Brian F is not only staying solid, but not getting got with the off the backboard kind of thing. And we've seen like what happens if Brian F puts him in the corner. He does his work and checks the dashes and things like that. So, let me see how you do here, JB. Bear the V reversals has not worked too much. He put himself in the corner, eat too much damage. Now the reversal is blocked. He's like, I'll block this out. He's saying, okay, I'll just block it out this time. It's fine.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing too with Balrog's V reversal is it doesn't give him a lot of wiggle room trying to get himself out of the corner. Seeing that here, JB trying to follow it up, but Brian F finds the opportunity. Big activation point here for JB. Going in with the fourth throw.
ECP, all the trade in favor of JB. I was hoping he was going to bust up with the ECP just for the floor, just for the heck of it. But anyway, the trade stays in his favor. JB evens it up against Brian F, and that's how you got to be running this matchup. Just don't put yourself in the corner and let Brian F work his magic, apply that damage, and let those openings come through. And you'll see the clutch from JB all even out here, game to game.
Absolutely. The one thing I want to talk about though with Brian F is, you mentioned he is calculated, Sinkola, but I also see his knowledge with spacing, especially that familiarity with Balrog, knowing just how far some of these buttons are going to reach. He can catch him with the whip, gonna get the stun in the corner. Man, Brian F is on one right now. Give him hit. We need CPR. The man didn't get a chance to breathe out here.
No. Not only did he murder JB, he murdered those frames too on that wake up situation. He's like, I'm murder everything, the air in front of you, and when you wake up, I'll put you right back to sleep. Set point, Brian F. And again, as you said, just being able to space everything out in a perfect manner to find those last hits to do it, that's how Brian F's been operating. And look at where he's standing. He's like, you come through, I'm gonna catch you. But This is put him in the corner. V reversal. Trying to back to mid screen. JB answer back with a crouching meeting kick, but eats a target combo to the face.
Yeah, nice punish there on the forward block. Great anti-air. Oh, the chase down on the V shift. JB feeling a comeback.
For that activation. So dangerous.
Oh,
nice finesse and bless. So bait to put him to rest. One more touch, one more tap, we'll just do it like that. EX, the JB special by the follow-up. Oh no.
Oh, looked like using the, I don't know. He threw out the V skill there, but I'm not sure if he's like expecting maybe projectile or what. Unfortunate, but setting both players here at match point coming into this.
Let's dash up back throw. EX, lock down the pressure, has the V-shift. Using that V-bar for something different. I like them switching up what they do with the V-bar. You got the V-shift thing, you should start using it in the right way.
Alright, looking for some pokes here. Trade on the anti-air. Nice challenge on the tornado.
Yeah, you gotta do those. You can't let those go for free. A lot of people let that go for free, but if you can challenge, get going with it and apply some damage.
Absolutely, because it has,
that.
yeah, especially with the extra startup range from the EX, you do have that little bit of a window there to punish it. V reversal out of the corner now. Oh! Whoa!
They got juggled. Every time I see this character, I see something new. Come on, Rishi players. I know your character's ridiculous. Heavy kick activation double JB. Again, what's the JB special on him? One more touch. And the throw. One more touch. I lied to you.
The patience.
On the overhead.
Oh man, I am stressing right now. Using the V reversal.
Oh, the interruption. The softest of touch. The light kick to do it with the toenails. I ain't clipped those.
Oh,
Rashid wins.
the man. Oh.
He's like, I keep those undone.
That's gross.
Sometimes you just need the extra reach, Flex. You just need the extra reach. Oh. but that actually, the crouching light kick is such a non-committal button. It always has been. And even though it's been nerfed, it still has a good hitbox. It's such a good closer button. And as we know, only closers get coffee. That's why you only see dudes all hopped up, running around the, when they sell the cars and stuff like that. Those are the only people that you see, running around are those dudes. Because they get coffee all the time. They keep closing, they keep getting coffee. The other people, lacking and slacking, well, they're in loser side. But it's not the end of Brian F's run. Again, I personally want to see Brian F put on some heat this week. Because I love the tweets. How spicy he gets. I love the energy he brings when people are like, you can't say that about the West Coast. How dare you? Oh, how dare you? Like, to me, you gotta have a villain. I like seeing villains because it gives people a reason to get better, right?
Oh, absolutely. And to be honest, you couldn't ask for a better person to play that role than Brian F himself, because he's such a nice guy in reality.
Right?
Like he's kind of a meme, but like with some of the jokes that he posts online. But at the end of the day, like, extremely talented player within the FGC. And you kind of love to see it, especially with the Balrog, kind of a tough and gruff character. So it fits the bill pretty dang well.
It is funny that we have someone that is like that. Like they had Punk, in West Coast, that was great. But now you have Brian F, who is like completely different in that regard. But he came and shook things up. And to be honest, you have been seeing Weds Night Fights, get a few more entrants. People can get a little more, like, okay, we're gonna stop this dude. Nephew, excuse me, who is currently at Street Fighter League, I believe, is just, yeah, well, let me take you down, make some content. They had that first of 10. And I think Nephew won that one. But I like the fact that Brian F is out here putting on that heat. I want to see more. Yeah. I want to see more of you, as long as you keep it in the game. Keep it about the game. Don't be weird. Not saying Brian F does, but don't be weird. Just keep it about the game. Be good at the game. And show me that heat. That's what I like to see. As long as you all keep it about the game, that's all I care about. If you take it outside the game, you're corny. But if you keep it in the game and you have that heat, like, nobody can beat me, and you have the results that back it up, and you're good at the game, and you start stirring up that stuff, I like to see that. That creates good storylines. Don't be fake about it and all that stuff like that. Like, have that real energy. But, like, use that competitiveness to drive places. Because I feel like the East Coast had, or has, I should say, Punk, and IDOM, and you have all these different tournaments and stuff like that people are just like gunning at each other. And then you have the West Coast that does have a few tournaments, and you have Weds Night Fights, which is like the biggest, but you don't have someone that fits that like, oh, I'm the best in the US and I'm gonna talk some mess, that kind of stuff. So I want to see more of that. I want to see people get better and then like vying for the top. I know it's kind of hard because of COVID and all that stuff like that, and online, all that, whatever. But you can still have that heat. You saw what Rob TV did. You saw what Rob TV did. Seven talking that smack, and he backed it up. Backed it up.
Absolutely. And you guys make sure to go back up the match arena while you're at it. All the codes are used up, but you can still go. You can complete sponsorship quests on the right-hand side. If you got a little extra change in your pocket, you can send it our way. Last I checked, the match arena was at over $100, and I want to see that continue to climb. Let's support the players tonight. Make sure they get paid out and they're eating good tonight. So again, exclamation point match arena. Go check it out. And after Street Fighter tonight, we will also have Guilty Gear, so you can go support the Guilty Gear match arena as well.
Get both of those. And I'm seeing in the chat that looks like man like Vi is gonna come back to the fray.
Oh,
wants to come through and compete. Y'all gonna let the old guard come through? Y'all sitting here talking all this mess against the old guard and stuff like that. Say, oh, it wasn't that good back in the day. Y'all weren't that good back in the day. Come show up. Come show us something then. I mean, show him something. I ain't gonna play. I'm gonna sit here on commentary. I'm part of the old guard. But I'm gonna sit on commentary. I'm gonna sit right here. But let's see how y'all do against Vi. Let's see what happens. I can't wait to see Vi. The way that he plays, definitely that old school flavor, and that I don't know how many people, once they played him, understand like how you understand players in a different way when you're from the old school. I feel like because you only had the quarters and stuff like that and all this. I better stop because I'm gonna get in trouble. People will be like, well, the new edition, the new guard is just as good because we have to play with point. I'm not gonna start that. I think they're both good. There's good things and bad things about both eras of fighting game players and stuff, but there's different styles that come from them, I believe. Personally, that's me.
I would definitely agree. But I think that's the beauty of it, is recognizing the growth between where we started and where we are now. And I mean that taking in that history and having some of the old school players coming into the new school games, you see that slight difference, and you see where we went from point A to point B. And again, that's the beauty of fighting games, is because you have that diversity and you have that history behind fighting games and behind the culture, behind the mindset. So, but speaking of fire, speaking of history, speaking of the beauty of fighting games, what do we got next, Sankola? Because I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, if we speak about the old school and new school, that's all wrapped up in the two characters right there with Zeku. Rev running the Zeku pick. I can't wait for this because I've been a big fan of this dude for a while. I love his Zeku. Going up against Entity BBQ, who is a great Ken player who's been putting some work through Weds Night Fights and beyond that. So to see these two step up against each other is going to be great. I like this kind of matchup. If I'm the Zeku player, the buffs to Ken, I feel like it's still maybe fairly even. His DP punishing -4 situations don't come that often. You have to be careful with your coaches and stuff like that. But Zeku just being well-rounded and so strong. Like, people underrate this character way too much.
Absolutely, but I hear something sizzling, and that is anti-BBQ right now with a nice strong start to the round and a great cross-up over on young Zeku here, going in with the chase down, but the V-shift negates the fireball pressure. Weasel out here.
Careful now. You see that Rev is constantly switching back to old to kind of deal with the aerial approach to jump fears. You don't have much as young to deal with that, to get it done. Now you put in the corner. Nice check though on the run to get the side switch with the V trigger.
Yes, we'd love to see it. It's a great opportunity to take back the turn, but we got anti-airs in here. That actually puts him back on the other side, so now he's going to get the corner pressure. But interesting Tatsu. Rev one hit away from death.
Yeah. He's one hit away, but he's also one hit away from final conversion. It is super, but not this time. Next round. See you then.
All right, send it into round two here. Anti one up. But Rev's still sitting on a full stick of butter to cook with. If we're talking about barbecue cooking, Rev's got something else cooking in his own.
Try to go for 2 EX things right there. The second with the overhead. Good check though for Antony. He's got some matchup knowledge. I like that. I feel like some people don't play his character enough, so they don't know how he operates. So I like the fact that he's got the matchup knowledge on the deck. Yo, nice confirm off the light into the EX to get some Oki. Now finds a confirm. It's Santo. We go for the DP bond and the B trigger too. Ooh, yes, sir.
Yep, following up. One hit away from stun here. Backing a break on the throw. Still could do it, but the DP out of the corner. Oh, missed the shoulder.
That's negative. Big punish right here. Lion breaker, DP ender. He had the stun. It was almost done. Off the light or the heavy kick, but that'll do it right there. Anthony taking the first one. Rev just a few sequences away from getting that stun and done for finishing his plate. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You cannot let a dude like Anthony go free like that.
Yeah, and it really seems like, as silly as it sounds, Anthony now with a DP is the saving grace in each of these sets. It pulls him out of these kind of awkward situations, especially giving Rev maybe some corner pressure advantage here. But again, big strong start for Anthony, following it up. That's a Katsu DP pushes him into the corner.
Corner pressure is where Ken makes his money. I'm trying to open him up. Oh no, that's a stun. And Anthony making the best out of this corner pressure right here. DP is done. Bro, I honestly, listen, I love seeing some Zeku. Why you see more from Rev in this situation? It's hard though. Anthony, he's so oppressive and the defense just gets blown up. And to be in the right, form at the right time is easier said than done. That's a complication of this character.
Absolutely.
There we go. Yes, the slide. Oki time. Put him in the corner. Let's go.
V reversal to the back throw here, though. Talk about putting him in the corner. Anthony taking his turn back. See?
That neutral jump heavy punch. That's such a pain dealer right there for Weezy Young. Slings out the Weasel. Misses. Rev, you gotta stay in this. I wanna see more action. No DP. No entire. Sweep on the feet. Does it roll? Uncooked.
Right, EX Goku here, but the EX DP, this is what I was mentioning, Cole, speaking it into existence because it is coming in clutch for Anthony, closing it out. Unfortunately, Rev down and out for the count.
We're gonna have Rev to come through in the top 8 situation right here when Zeku play, but Anthony, just the pressure that he puts on is too much. And that corner situation is really difficult to deal with. Doesn't matter what character you're playing, like when you're playing, it doesn't matter who you play. Because Ken, he's all about that kind of situation. Like, he is all about putting the pressure on, and that's where he shines. His mid range is mid screen is not, it's okay, but like when he puts it in the corner, when he really gets going, and that kind of like neutral play has been buffed this season. So Anthony taking the most out of that and moving on the bracket. So you're seeing some more of that Ken action. I gotta say we've been seeing a lot of variance in this bracket just in general. We have been this past couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the beauty, too, as we see new characters come to the roster and as we see people kind of change things up, you do get to see some of that variety. I know we've seen some Fong action recently. I know we've seen a little bit of everything. And I like it. I like a change in flavor. I like something a little bit different for my taste buds here. But, still great work, though, from Rev. I just think Anthony was able to get that damage output a little bit higher. Rev missed maybe a couple opportunities to take his turn. Especially with anti-airs. But the other aspect of it too that I think Anthony really excelled on was his use of cross-ups. Multiple cross-ups thrown out, and especially utilizing the light Tatsu in the corner. It's such a tricky space to try to anti-air because he lands in such a steep arc behind you that you can't really throw out the DP to try and catch him. Yeah,
I also like the way that he looks at someone when their stun is high and how he kind of breaks them down. He saw how Rev, and anybody would. I'm not saying like this is bad on Rev or whatever, but like when that stun is high, you see Anthony back off a little bit and kind of check Rev out and say, "Hey, what you doing? You scared? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." And he got him. That's what happened. Like that's like the part of the process where if you're on the other side of the screen and you're dealing with all this pressure, you have to mentally stabilize yourself. Do I need to use V shift and V break or whatever, get some distance? And making those decisions are they're kind of difficult and on the fly. It just takes time, takes more experience in these top 8 kind of things. So I think as we go on, as we see Rev get better and better at this game, and get more and more top 8s, we're gonna see that kind of solidify. But is Anthony moving on? And again, seeing all these characters, there's a reverse side of things though. I hate it because I also have to learn every single character. Like in this game as a commentator, I don't want to get called out on Twitter anymore. I don't want to get yelled at. I gotta learn Dan. Recently I gotta learn Dan. There's Dan players out here starting to come through. Like, when did y'all start picking up Dan? Like Japan's picking up Dan. I'm like, what are y'all doing? What? There's like this good Dan player. He's smoking everybody. I'm like, bro, what? What y'all said this character was trash? Why is he smoking y'all?
No,
help! Help!
Are you playing out the role against the dancing goal?
Just help me understand why you play this character.
Oh, bless.
I thought becoming a commentator transformed you to become an encyclopedia. You would think, but guess what? Learning every ins and outs of every character is impossible. That's why I have notes. That's also why we confer to the players and stuff like that. But it's a good problem to have. It's good to see all the characters and stuff like that. But dang, if you don't have to like learn every single character now, like at least not even just baseline, but like the matchups and stuff like that. Because everybody's a threat. Every character's a threat now. Everyone's is a pain. Like every character, like even in ranked, I go up against Megan. I'm like, oh please don't do this to me. Please
I know it's just the silliness that who do we see with the jury as well every now and then, like it's just I'm like no
Click.
I like I like the variety, but I also like I know what I'm talking about.
What is this character? Like y'all don't even Drake players aren't even supposed to play the character. Y'all just like looking at certain appendages and buying costumes. Y'all don't even play the character. There's like 3 of you out there that play this character for real. The rest of y'all pretend like you do and complain about it on Twitter. She's not strong enough. We don't even play the character. Shut up.
I was gonna say, speaking of buying costume, we have the Chun-Li main himself coming up next on deck. Filipino Man versus Luigi. Though I know Filipino Man's been rocking the Rose now. Rose also got some nice costumes behind her. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We talked a little bit earlier, we've seen Luigi time and time again make top 8s. And Filipino Man definitely gracing us with his presence up here as well. So not the most unfamiliar pair matching, but Luigi usually rocking out with the Guile or the G. And I as a charge character myself, or charge main myself, I love to see some Guile action. So
I think he's fun to watch. I see people being like, bro, I don't like Guile. He's boring. All he's doing is sling on sonic booms. But the thing is, a good Guile player will mesmerize you with the zoning, with the spatial traps, be able to put the buttons in the right place and space. Also, because they nerfed the booms, it's even more of a of trying to figure out the synergy of like the normals and stuff like that. Before you sling out the booms and you're slinging out crush counter normals right after. Now you have to really space yourself out. We see the G right here in the battle lounge. I don't know if he's gonna go that way. I'm not even sure how G or Guile fit against Rose. Last time I saw Rose and Guile was pre-patch, right? Like it was looking kind of bad. I think Nephew got a win on Luigi, but then after that did not look so good. But now after the patch notes and Explosion Spark, getting buffed, I'm not sure. I'm not, we'll have to see.
It's a hard toss-up either way, because if you're going with the Guile here, not a super mobile character, really relies heavily on zoning, and you had 2 zoning characters. I mean, Rose in theory is a zoning character, but then with G, he heavily relies on the ability to gain meter and make those quick decisions. And if you've got the Soul Spark on the screen and you gotta sit and wait for that thing to go off before you can go off, you're in a tough spot to take your turn. I'm gonna see what goes here. Yeah, gonna rock it with the G.
All right. He believes in it. Listen, there was a recent tier list made by me, Punk, Jay Wong, and Nephew. Nephew didn't believe in the G, but we were like, dog, that character's still cheap. The character's still ridiculous. And maybe in this matchup, just having it like the ability to just really lay on pressure, because like one thing is that the Guile is he's about control, but once wrestled away, and he'll also really have focus on the comeback factor. That's like not what his life is about. G is different. G can still smoke you. You get that presidentiality level 3, it's like the olden days.
Oh, absolutely. And not to mention, do Rocky with the B skill 2 and the B trigger 2. The B skill 2 especially. Ooh, nice. Good pressure here in the corner. But the B skill 2 especially creates some interesting options to check G, especially as a larger character in the roster. You're going to get hit a lot faster with that orb coming right around there. But big stun here.
And I was talking about all this offense that G could put on, but then you check the defense, you can't really press in some of these situations. No 3-frame. Got to rely upon the V reversal V-ship kind of situation. So you got to be super careful what you do. Luigi going down with the first round. Anthony find a DP extension right there. And the fadeaway, the finesse and bless.
Yeah, keeping the corner pressure going. Blocks on the body splash. Nice work and patience. But the V reversal keeps him, but missed the throw. Oh, that was detrimental.
Frames the dang button. Look at how much Anthony loves to use that bar. You know, saving that, or not saving the EX bar, just using it for like plus frames to keep him locked down in the corner. That was fun. The EX bar, but Anthony backing off. This actually looks like it's a little bit difficult for G. You know, when you're not being able to get going. As I said that, man, we're done playing neutral. EX low. Let's go.
Yeah, all he's got to do is call the power of the earth. And it's definitely going to put a punch behind, or pack a punch behind his punches. But back into the corner here, familiar space for Luigi.
And he's dead. That EX Soul Arrow. I shouldn't say Soul Arrow. Soul Spiral Arrow. This character does the damage when she needs to do it. And the way Anthony's playing is disallowing the robbery from coming through. Now, we talked about how G can be if he gets going at level 3 and puts it back to V trigger. That's like the old fashioned, the old days. It can get going. But Anthony didn't even let it happen like that. And the zoning pressure from max range was hard to get through. I don't know if the fireballs could be in level 2 or level 3 might be better to kind of stave off her pressure, her zoning. We'll have to see if he kind of resorts to that situation.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're willing to spend meter on those fireballs, I think it's and get that double hit scenario. It's a really difficult spot, but that's definitely an answer to it here for Luigi. Going in with the low. But, oh, no punish on the slow spiral. Oh.
Careful now. There's the upper. Stocks up, level 2. Yeah, now these fireballs get a little bit more difficult to deal with. And he's got EX bar to fade through the fireballs of Anthony's throws.
Alright.
Oh, my bad.
Anton Filipino Man coming through. Calling out the V skill second time around. You gotta be careful. That saving grace. Alright.
Yeah, I like that. Use the part right there to keep it safe, but still gets hit. Dash up, command grab, got flip kick, upper, puts him with the EX connects. Oh, level 3, this is what I'm talking about. Back to the way things were with this character.
Break on the throw here and just poking away. You can see Luigi just staying out of range, but manages, he's got those long legs. He can reach.
Round 2.
Anton, when things get going, he got, and that's the way G plays. I like that. Dash up, go upper with it. Good timing right here from Luigi.
Alright. Going in with the chase down here for Anton. Looks like getting a little antsy. Trying to make something work here. V-shift. And look at this movement too. Slowly inching in to be in range for Rose's normals. Really risky play though. You could get clipped very quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit with a crouching kick in the EX fireball. That's going to waste some of that presidentiality at the bottom right there. And Anton spacing things out and gets jumped in. Commentator's curse. EX takes him to the corner. Situation here.
Yep, there's that upgraded fireball I was talking about too with the double hit, but the Soul Spiral takes him out of the corner, but just not enough. Evening things up, Luigi and Anton 1-1.
Anton using that heavy kick, or getting hit with a heavy kick right there. Like you're trying to apply your own pressure, but now the stop signs are coming through from the character that is G. You have the medium kick, the standing heavy kick, and we've seen what happens once he gets in and puts him in the corner. He gets that win.
And the big thing here is G, the longer the match goes, I feel like G becomes even more dangerous. At the start, you know, okay, you can definitely run him down. You can, you know, chase him, beat him up a little bit. But as the match goes further and further on, as he's building out that meter, as he's gaining the power from the earth, he's just becoming more and more dangerous because he's getting those tools in the roster that make him so strong and give him that comeback factor.
It's definitely the flip too. Like Rose don't got a 3-frame either, she ain't got a reversal either, so she has to hold this pressure too. And when we're talking about comeback factor, it's easier to access from the G side of things. We've seen that happen so many times. It's awesome to see it now. V-trigger is on the line. Anton gets a DP ender right there. Dash up, counter hit, He's looking back off. He knows what's at the bottom of the screen. Oh no, the jump in! Flex! This is dangerous.
Oh no! And the big grab at that here. A lot of damage. Missed the command grab. He's gonna get punished for it with the EX Soul Spiral Arrow. Ouchie.
Ooh. Usually people die tired in the corner when they D-shift. But Anton stays solid. Filipino Man able to just weather the storm with his character.
Man, Anton really throwing out these Soul Spirals like they plus out here on blog. And it's making me mad anxious.
Yeah, like if you get just even close enough, those fingertips are explosive. Let them hit. Like in one touch, we take it to the corner. State to state, coast to coast.
Nice block on the body splash. They're stuck in the corner though. V-reverse is gonna keep her there. Great answer.
Was it down the ground with the arrow? Crush, heavy kick connects. Buff for the medium, that's been buffed this season.
There's the
That's
punish,
what you were talking
finally.
about.
Alright, activation time. This is gonna give lots of extra hits and a lot of extra pressure that you gotta hold.
I like just blocking it out, but still gets opened up to a super situation. And you know what time it is. Time for that Gallic. Anton putting it on him with the Dragon Ball Z. Wrong game, my friend. Wrong game.
I mean, we were talking about Goku earlier.
Yeah, we were. That's true. That's true. We were talking about. Good stuff. The Filipino Man, aka not Anthony, Anton. Listen, I hadn't had my coffee's finally kicking in. All right, I've had to mess up my schedule. Y'all will know soon. I had to mess up my schedule lately, so the sleep is not. What is sleep? What is sleep? But also, what is Rose? But just a strong character out here who's gotten stronger, I should say. I wouldn't say, you know, she's top 10. Sorry, Justin Wong, but she is really good. After these buffs, I feel like being able to anti-her correctly and not have to worry about them kind of slipping past or whatever. And the medium punch buffs too as well to connect to the crouching medium kick and the soul explosion. All those things are adding up to a better character. And we've seen how solid Filipino Man can stay against the G.
Yeah, so the big thing and the big factor here is really taking advantage of the lack of range that G has with some of his normals, especially utilizing the spiral arrow to almost make it seem like it's plus, just because you can't whiff it if it's just out of range here, but it's a good pressure option, especially to catch him on off guard. So really, really well spaced for Anton, and that is why Filipino Man is going to be moving on through the bracket to face off against another Rose lover, which is Commander Jesse. Oh no, another Oro. Well, I know Commander Jesse loves Rose, but got the Oro, so we get to see a little bit newer picks to the roster here.
I wonder if he'll play Oro and losers. Like, yeah, there's some good cash on the line, but at the same time, that's good content. Playing Oro, my Oro run top 8 in Wednesday Night Fights, like, and I just like seeing Oro. Like that character definitely be suffering the neutral, but like, I love seeing when things work out for Oro. It looks beautiful. It's hard, it's difficult, but when they work out.
And speaking of what looks beautiful, make sure you guys go check out that Matcherino. !Matcherino in chat. All the codes are used up, so a huge thank you to everybody who did utilize the Matcherino codes. But you can still complete Sponsorship Plus on the right-hand side as well. If you got a little extra change in your pocket, you can send it into the Matcherino. Support the players tonight and they're winning. So again, big appreciation there to everybody checking that out and also joining us tonight. It's great to have you. Make sure you go support the players you're seeing tonight. Support Level Up Live, support Bae, support Boone, also run in here in production as well. Big shout out to him. So it's a lot of fun. A lot of new stuff going on, and it's pretty exciting.
I missed y'all. You know what I also missed? Looking at this beautiful MetaView, people. I want to give big love again to MetaView for coming through, giving y'all the clips, giving y'all all the highlights with it, giving y'all all the love. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, dang, what am I going to do with my morning? You know what you're going to do? You're going to pick up that MetaView, you're going to watch the apps, you're going to relive all these great moments, all the times I messed up Filipino Man's name, all the times that y'all got to see some sick action. Hit it up on the stores, hit it up on the desktop, hit it up wherever it may be, because I don't want y'all to miss any of this great action. Wednesday Night Fight style. We'll get right into it. Anthony going up That's right, I said it right. Going up against Brian F.
Mr. BBQ himself coming in. I just want to see like a collage of just every time we called Anton Anthony. It's just over and over and over again.
My man, I haven't pulled up Twitter. I know. Go ahead and quote tweet me. I deserve it. Go ahead and quote tweet me. I deserve it. I deserve it. You know, when commentary mess it up, you got to get at them. And they wouldn't do that. But Anthony BBQ, he a different kind of beast. We talked about roles over here. Now we're gonna have the aggression. We're gonna have the DPs. We're gonna have a Bumpkin come up against Balrog.
Yeah, I'm excited for this match too. You know, we're talking about a lot of high damage, a lot of fast pace, and a lot of pressure behind each punch. But right now, Brian F. try to walk him into the corner, but big crush counter from Anthony. Gonna be starting things off strong.
I can take those situations, and if you're Brian F. really has spaced those rush punches in the right way, that 4-frame heavy punch DP will put him on his back and let Ken run the oppression.
Talk about oppression, big crush the second time around. Eight though. Slowly pushing him back into the corner. Ooh, I like a little jab, a little check there.
Why you pressing buttons like
no, you guessed wrong. You guessed wrong. What's the wake up the throw?
Look at him, murder those frames. He's beating the heck out of them frames. Mink them frames. Dog, they didn't do nothing to you. Just killing frames to get the throw. There you go.
Preemptively. Oh no, this could be big punish here. Taking full advantage and gonna get the corner advantage at that for Brian F. Ooh, just a little shimmy. We got little shimmies out here.
Dancing on him. He's moving and grooving, trying to find the sweep. Right back at him though. Nancy trying to find a way out of this corner.
Oh, finally catches it there with the EX Tatsu. Nice way back into the nooch. There, side switch. Okay.
Alright, both have bars. A lot to cook with. Activation at the max range. Go for the super. Tatsu DP, yes sir. Seal it. And Cindy. Nancy, moving things out. You know, I like this. Win that ball, get the job done. Don't let Brian F come back.
No, absolutely not. But the downside is Brian F does have that full bar of meter to play with here. So he's got plenty on his plate to eat and to use. We're seeing that already use one bar here into the corner for Anthony. Said no B reversal for you. You get these throws. Cash these hands.
They're ready to E for everyone. Almost one more hit to get it done. Just needs to find that good conversion. Stun is still there.
Oh, the anti-air. The Tatsu?
Dog, he's making content out of my homie right here. I can't wait for the error to get this one, but get the heavy kick activation B trigger too.
Catch him with, yeah, caught him with the Tatsu DP ender here. All right, second time around, things changing up. Using the B reversal gets down the stun, but
oh wait, is this the return over C? Wakes up super! Brian F! And you see that super? Brian F said, dog, you didn't expect this one. You wake up EXDP, I wake up super, baby. I love Brian F. I would have did it too. Nobody better say a dang thing. Because y'all would have did it too.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all would have did it too.
Oh, man. You love to see it. You held on to that meter for dear life. He said, oh, you did it to me. I'm going to do it back. We playing fair out here. Oh, but talk about fair, guys. Punish on the missed Tatsu.
Fireball crush. Trying to take a turn when it's not yours. ATP though. Anthony feeling the heat. Oh, the dash up crush. Get got.
Alright, to dash back here. Both players with a V-trigger expecting activation here going in. Dash back. Brian F playing real cautious here. He knows he can close out, but can he get caught with the DP? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, had to finish right there. The EX connect, and that'll connect him to the set point. Brian F. And I can't wait for him to use that B trigger. Like, you know, the gut punch, the kidney killer right there. I'm trying to see something, Brian.
There is something so satisfying. It's like ASMR for my ears because just the rhythmic punches of Balrog when he activates, just the dun dun dun.
Yeah, it's so brutal. He had fireballs and stuff like that, but when the fist hit, ooh, it feels so good. That's probably why Brian doesn't play this character. Just to make people hurt, just like that crush right there, using the fierce, putting the fist to face. You gotta get out of this place. This does not feel good. Side switch too.
Yeah, talk about an interesting jump arc with the EX Tatsu out of the corner here, following up plenty of corner pressure.
Finds a crush way out of there. B skill trying to find the follow-up.
Go. The overhead. Good guess, but not good enough because you're going to get caught with the answer carried over to the other side. Brian up holding on to that V-trigger again, but talk about V-triggers here for Anthony. It's
ain't gonna happen.
No!
You can Antonate next tournament. Antonate. Brian F taking it over Anthony BBQ with a solid victory. That definitely, the score does belay a difference of how that played out. We definitely saw some great stuff from Anthony, but Brian F, when he got those groove, it was hard to slow this dude down.
Yeah, and that is the beauty and the nature of Balrog in of itself, and of course of Brian F as well. But we are going to go ahead, guys, and take another short break here. Make sure to stick around. And while you're waiting, go check out, download MetaView on your phone. You have the opportunity to, you can switch tabs from Twitch real quick. You can also go check out the Matcherino, !Matcherino. Go support both the Street Fighter V and the Guilty Gear one for tonight. Again, taking a quick break, but we will be right back with some more Street Fighter V action.